Hello everyone, welcome to Study IQ. In this video, I will bring to you the current affairs of June Best 300 series part 2 in English. Let's start. The Secretary of Ministry of Electronics and IT, Mr. S. Krishnan, he has launched a mobile app for real-time air quality index monitoring, AQI monitoring. What is the name of this app? The app is called Air Pravaha. Air Pravaha. And Mr. S. Krishnan also launched something called AQAIMS, which means it is air quality monitoring system. Air quality, indigenous air quality monitoring system, or AQAIMS. And he launched mobile app Air Pravaha also on the occasion of World Environment Day, which we celebrate on 5th of June. So it is developed by Ministry of Electronics and IT. Now, which organization under Ministry of Electronics and IT they made this Air Pravaha? So this is CDAC. Which campus of CDAC? Kolkata. Center for Development of Advanced Computing. Although CDAC is headquartered in Pune, but this is CDAC Kolkata, and they collaborated with another institute called ISM Dhanbad. ISM Dhanbad to make this mobile app, etc. Now, air quality index shows you different, parameters like PM1, PM2.5, PM10, SO2, NO2, O3, carbon dioxide, all these things is shown, right? All these things are shown. So do remember that. Prime Minister of India has launched a campaign to commemorate the World Environment Day. What is the name of the campaign? The campaign is called Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, which means plant a tree in your mother's name. Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, and it was launched on World Environment Day, 5th of June. And what was the theme of the World Environment Day? Land restoration, desertification, and drought resilience. Land restoration, desertification, and drought resilience. Now, which country is celebrating the World Environment Day? The official celebrations of World Environment Day 2024 were given to Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia, in their capital Riyadh, they are also hosting the COP16 of United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. Also, the COP17 of UNCCD will take place in Mongolia in 2026. 2026. Now, talking of environment, don't forget there is an environmentalist called Dr. Purnima Devi Burman from Assam. She was the winner of Whitley Gold Award. Whitley Gold Award for protecting the Hargila birds in Assam. She made a Hargila army. Hargila bird is also known as Greater Adjutant Stork. And in Kamrup district in Assam, she made this Hargila army to protect them. Also, the Food and Agriculture Organization, they recently started the Green Cities Initiative. Green Cities Initiative, where they are targeting 1000 cities by 2030, where they will improve the livelihoods and well-being of the urban and the peri-urban population. 77th World Health Assembly was held in Geneva. Who was the president? Who was elected as the president of the World Health Assembly? So it is a politician from Botswana, and his name is Dr. Edwin Dikolotti. Dr. Edwin Dikolotti. And what was the theme of the World Health Assembly? All for health, health for all. All for health, health for all. India was represented by Apurv Chandar. He is the Health Secretary of India, and Apurv Chandar has become the chairman of Committee A of the WHO. WHO is headquartered in Geneva, and the World Health Assembly, their meeting also happened in Geneva recently. So Edwin Dikolotti is from Botswana. That is a very important question. Very important question. Apurv Chandar has become the chairman of Committee A of WHO. Which department or organization has been awarded United Nations World Summit on the Information Society WSIS Champion Award for the project Mobile Enabled Disaster Resilience through Cell Broadcast Emergency Alerting? This is a project of CDOT, Center for Development of Telematics. This is the research and development organization which works under the Department of Telecom, Ministry of Communication. So recently we had the WSIS Summit that was organized by International Telecom Union. The headquarters of International Telecommunication Union is located in Geneva, and WSIS Summit also happened in Geneva. So this is a project, Mobile Enabled Disaster Resilience through Cell Broadcast Emergency this alerting. This is a project by CDOT. This is an indigenous, cost-effective program and it improves the efficiency of disaster risk management efforts in India. So life-saving emergency information is sent to the mobile phones through the cellular networks. So this is a very important project. And can you tell me what is the name of the summit that will be organized by the ITU in India? There is a very, very important summit that will take place later this year in India. So what is the name of that summit? That is called WTSA Summit. WTSA Summit, World Telecommunication Standardization Assembly. WTSA Summit. So WTSA Summit is going to take place later this year in India from 15th to 24th of October in New Delhi. And that is a very, very important question. So don't get confused between WSIS Summit, which happened in Geneva, and WTSA, World Telecommunication Standardization Assembly Summit, that will take place in India. Recently, which organization has launched a networking and resource discovery platform called SayujNet? SayujNet has been launched recently by the Software Technology Parks of India. This is an organization that works under the Ministry of Electronics and IT, and this organization recently celebrated their 33rd Foundation Day. So what is SayujNet? SayujNet is a resource discovery platform, and they also launched something known as STPI Workspace Portal. STPI Workspace Portal. So this is to strengthen the tech ecosystem in India. And the STPI Workspace Portal has been launched to have affordable incubation space. Affordable incubation space. Also, they have launched their own cloud project. So there is the cloud project also that they have launched by STPI, which is called Ananta. So Ananta is the name of India's own cloud project. So this will rival the AWS, Amazon Web Services, and other cloud services that we have in India. We need to have our indigenous cloud technology, right? And STPI was set up in 1991 in India to encourage the export of software from India. And also STPI, they have launched their 24th Center of Entrepreneurship recently, which is called FinGlobe, and FinGlobe was launched in GIFT City in Gujarat. Who has created a record of 1000 days in space? This is the first time in the world that a male astronaut has spent 1000 days of total space flight duration in the space. What is his name? So he is Oleg Kononenko, and he is from Russia. He is a Russian astronaut. So he works at the International Space Station currently, and this is his, recently he went to the space for fifth time, you know. So he has spent 1000 days. First time he went to space was in 2008, and since then he has went to the space for 5 separate missions, and he broke the record of Gennady Padalka. There was a person called Gennady Padalka. Gennady Padalka spent 878 days in space, so he easily broke his record, and now he has surpassed a milestone of 1000 days. And Russia was also in news recently because Russia is setting up a nuclear power plant in Uzbekistan. This is the first time that a nuclear power plant has been set up in a Central Asian country. So it has been set up in Uzbekistan by the Russian company called Rosatom, and the capacity will be 330 megawatt. 330 megawatt. Nagi and Nakti bird sanctuaries, they have been recognized as wetlands of international importance under the Ramsar Convention. So they are the new Ramsar sites. These sanctuaries are located where? These are in Jamui district of Bihar. Nagi and Nakti both are man-made bird sanctuaries and very famous, right? Both are in Jamui district of Bihar. So they are Ramsar site. Nagi is the 81st and Nakti is the 82nd Ramsar site of India. So India now has 82 Ramsar sites. Maximum Ramsar sites are in Britain, 175. Ramsar is a city in Iran. That is where this convention was signed. This is the second and third Ramsar site. The first Ramsar site of Bihar was the Kamar Lake in Begusarai in the year 2020. So Ramsar Convention was signed in Iran city of Ramsar in 1971. In 1971. Is that understood? So a very important question. We also celebrate the World Wetland Day on 2nd of February, that we celebrate as the World Wetland Day. Now, what was the theme of the World Wetland Day this year? Wetlands and human well-being. And where in India World Wetland Day was celebrated this time? It was the Sirpur Lake, which is a Ramsar site in Indore in Madhya Pradesh. Indore in Madhya Pradesh. Who among the following has created history by becoming the first woman to pilot a spacecraft on its maiden mission? So her name is Sunita Williams. So recently there was a spacecraft that went into the space, and two people. First of all, you should know the name of the spacecraft. It was called Starliner, and this is a spacecraft that was sent by the American company Boeing. Starliner, and two people went. It was launched from Florida. In Florida, there is a spaceport known as Cape Canaveral Space Station, which is in Florida. So two people went in the space, Sunita Williams, and she was partnered with Barry Wilmore. Barry Wilmore, right? So these two people, they went to the space. And this is the third time Sunita Williams has went to the space, but this is the first time ever that a woman will be the pilot. And Barry Wilmore will be the commander, but the pilot will be Sunita Williams. Sunita Williams. Now another Indian who went to the space is Gopi Chand Thotakura. Gopi Chand Thotakura is a Telugu person. So he went in the Blue Origin, which is the private space agency of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Blue Origin, they sent New Shepard 25 spacecraft recently to the space. So he is the first Indian space tourist, right? And he is from Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh. Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh. India has participated in the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity Clean Economy Investor Forum. It was organized where? It was organized in Singapore recently. So Indo-Pacific Economic Framework was set up in May 2022. It is a group of 14 countries. With the main countries, of course, are America, India. They are the main countries, right? India and America. But we also have big countries like Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, Vietnam, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia. All of these 14 countries are there. Now the IPEF has 4 pillars. Pillar number 1 is trade. Pillar number 2 is supply chain resilience. Pillar number 3 is clean economy, and pillar number 4 is fair economy. So this one is for pillar number 3, which is clean economy, right? And it is taking place in Singapore. It is taking place in Singapore, and it is about clean economy, which is pillar number 3. Pillar number 3. Which of the following country has emerged as India's third largest export destination in financial year 24? To which country we export the maximum? So number 1 in that regard is America, right? And number 2 is UAE. Number 3 is now Netherlands. The answer is Netherlands, right? What was our export to Netherlands in the financial year 24? It was $22.36 billion. $22.36 billion. And what do we export to Netherlands? We supply pharmaceuticals, that is medicines, chemicals, electrical goods, and petroleum products. And in fact, we have a trade surplus with Netherlands, so which is to our advantage, right? So the number 1 export destination is America, number 2 is UAE, and number 3 is now Netherlands. Netherlands is also one of the countries that gives maximum FDI to India. In that regard, Singapore is number 1, Mauritius number 2, US is number 3, Netherlands is 4th. So Netherlands is also the country with the 4th largest FDI into India in the financial year 24. Which of the following company has launched world's first electric vehicle battery passport, which documents the origin of the raw material, components, recycled content, and carbon footprint for their upcoming car called EX90? So this is a company called Volvo, and it is a Swedish company. It is a Swedish company which is based in Gothenburg in Sweden, and they have launched the world's first EV battery passport. You will get to know everything about the electric vehicle battery once you scan the QR code that will be put on the battery. Also, there is a French car company called Citroën that was also in news recently because it is a first multinational car company in India to export the vehicle that they produce in India to international market. Recently, they shipped around 500 electric cars to Indonesia from Kamarajar port near Chennai. Which of the following company is set to develop a global economic hub in Navi Mumbai, having secured the subleases on approximately 3,750 acres of land? This is a contract worth 13,400 crore rupees. The answer is Reliance Industries. The answer is Reliance Industries. So it will set up global economic hub in Navi Mumbai. Navi Mumbai is also famous because Navi Mumbai has the Nhava or Jawaharlal Nehru port. And Reliance is also setting up India's first multi-modal logistic park in Chennai. And recently the company Meta, they set up their first data center in India in the campus of Reliance again in Chennai. again in Chennai. Reliance company has also set up India House for the Indian athletes at the Paris Olympics 2024. Which country they have partnered with? NPCI International Payment Limited, National Payment Corporation of India's overseas arm called NPCI International Payment Limited, or in short NIPL, to become the first South American country to introduce a UPI-like real-time payment system. The answer is Peru. We have partnered with the Central Bank of Peru called Central Reserve Bank of Peru. This is the first time that we have partnered with any South American country to launch UPI there. And we have done the agreement with the Central Bank of Namibia, which is an African country. We have done it with Namibia as well. Which country has legally recognized Palestine as a sovereign country? The answer is Slovenia. Slovenia is a European country, and recently even the Spain, Ireland and Norway, these countries have also recognized Palestine as a sovereign state. India did it way back. India also did it. India did it in 1988. Reserve Bank of India, they have set up a committee to examine the various aspects of setting up a digital public infrastructure for digital payments intelligence platform. Digital public infrastructure is all the, like India Stack, you must have heard, we call it India Stack. All the innovations which help the public at large, digital innovations like UPI, like DigiLocker, they are all a part of digital public infrastructure of India. All of this will be analyzed, and we will set up a digital public infrastructure for digital payment intelligence platform. So who has been made the chairman? And why do we need a digital payment intelligence platform? To stop the payment fraud risks. So who will be the chairman of the committee? The chairman will be the former CEO, former managing director and CEO of National Payment Corporation of India, Mr. A.P. Hota. Mr. A.P. Hota, right? Jayadhar Gupta and Vijay Dhasmana, they are two environmentalists. They have created India's first biosphere called Rajaji Raghati Biosphere in a tiger reserve. Which tiger reserve is it? So this is Rajaji Tiger Reserve, which is in Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand has two tiger reserves, Rajaji and Jim Corbett. So Rajaji Raghati Biosphere Reserve is located in Rajaji Tiger Reserve in Uttarakhand. What is the meaning of this? Well, basically what they are saying is we will create a private forest inside the tiger reserve. So they have created a 35 acres of private forest where they will conserve the endangered species of native trees. And now they are planning to set up the second biosphere on the bank of the Koyna River, that it will be in the Sahyadri Tiger Reserve in Maharashtra. So second biosphere they will set up in Sahyadri Tiger Reserve in Maharashtra. Reserve Bank of India has kept the repo rate same. What percent is the repo rate? You can see repo rate is 6.5% and reverse repo 3.35%, standing deposit facility 6.25, marginal standing facility 6.75, bank rate is 6.75. Cash reserve ratio 4.5%, statutory liquidity ratio is 18%. So everything is the same, nothing has changed, right? But the GDP projection by the RBI has changed. They are saying now we will grow at 7.2% in the current financial year, that is financial year 25. Financial year 25. And the inflation target is 4.5%. This is the CPI inflation target for financial year 2025. Uttarakhand government has organized India's first ever astrotourism event called Nakshatra Sabha at which place? This they have organized in partnership with a company from Gurugram, Haryana, right, called Starscapes. So if you want to do stargazing, you can go to Uttarakhand. Astrotourism event Nakshatra Sabha was held in Mussoorie. Where in Mussoorie? At the George Everest Peak. At the George Everest Peak. So Mussoorie is also known as Queen of Hills. Queen of Hills. Also, if you want to enjoy astrotourism, you can go to other places also. You can go to India's first dark sky reserve, which is Henley Dark Sky Reserve, which is in Henley in Ladakh. Or you can go to India's first dark sky park, which is Pench Tiger Reserve in Maharashtra. Or you can also go to Tal Kaveri in Karnataka for astrotourism. As per the State of the Ocean report, the upper 2000 meter of the ocean is warming up significantly. It used to warm up at a rate of 0.32 watt per square meter. Now it is warming at a rate of 0.66. So 0.66 watt per meter square. Who gave this report? So this is a report that was given by UNESCO. So if they ask you what is the rate of the warming of the oceans, it is 0.66 watt per meter square. And this is the warming of the upper 2000 meter of the oceans. Also, the United Nations Oceans Conference will take place in the French city of Nice in 2025. Akatsuki, humanity's only mission to Venus, has lost contact with the Earth station. This mission was associated with which country? So this was a mission that was done by Japan. It was done by Japan, that is JAXA, Japanese Space Agency JAXA, and it has lost the contact. So very unfortunate. This was a mission that cost a lot of money. It was launched in 2010. 2010. Venus is the planet that is closest to the Earth. Earth is sandwiched between Mars and Venus, right? So Akatsuki is the Venus Climate Orbiter mission. You can call it Planet C mission or Venus Climate Orbiter mission, and it was launched in 2010. But now the contact has been lost, so this mission is as good as dead. Now even India is planning to do a mission to Venus. What is the name? The name is Shukriyaan. Now exact date is not known when we will launch it, but definitely it is in the pipelines. Okay, definitely it is in the pipelines. Also, don't forget a mission that even NASA is planning on the Venus, right? What is the name of that mission? And even the European Space Agency wants to do a mission on Venus. What is the name? EnVision. So EnVision is the name of the Venus mission by the European Space Agency. And NASA is planning 2 missions on Venus. One is called Da Vinci Plus and one is called Veritas. Now again, exact date is not known. Who among the following will be honored with the Dilip Bose Award for Lifetime Achievement? Dilip Bose Award for Lifetime Achievement. So it was given to Nar Singh. This award was started by All India Tennis Association, which is headquartered in Delhi. Dilip Bose Award for Lifetime Achievement, and Nar Singh is a famous tennis coach. He is the 11th recipient of the Dilip Bose Award, right? And basically, All India Tennis Association, they started this award in the name of Dilip Bose in 2002. There is a cash award of 50,000 rupees. And Dilip Bose was a professional tennis player from India. He played for the Davis Cup squad. He was the part of the Indian team that won the Asian Championship. So he was a legendary, tennis player. Now this award has also been given to a 69-year-old coach called Rohini Lokhande. So even Rohini Lokhande was the winner of the Dilip Bose Award. Total Energy, which is a French company, they have signed an agreement with which company under which it will supply 8 lakh metric ton per annum of LNG to India. 8 lakh metric ton per annum of LNG gas will be provided by Total Energy to Indian Oil Corporation Limited, which is a Maharatna company. Indian Oil Corporation, 8 lakh metric ton per annum. And it is a 10-year deal. It will start from 2026. So you can say from 2026 till 2035, they will provide this much 8 lakh metric ton per annum of LNG to India. Indian shooter Sarabjot Singh, he has won the gold medal in the ISSF World Cup 2024. India was able to win 2 medals. So one was won by Sifat Kaur Samra. Sifat Kaur Samra is a shooter. She won the bronze medal, and Sarabjot Singh won the gold medal. Where was it held? It was held in Munich in Germany, and Munich is also the headquarters of ISSF, International Shooting Sports Federation. World's largest optical astronomy digital camera is ready to be installed. Where? Look at this camera, how huge it is. Well, it is the world's largest optical astronomy digital camera. Now it will be installed in the South American country, Chile. Where? In the Atacama Desert. In the Atacama Desert, and on the top of the Andes Mountains. Andes Mountains, which are located inside the, or you can say at the periphery of the Atacama Desert in Chile. And this camera will be fitted on which telescope? So the name of the telescope is Simony Survey Telescope. Simony Survey Telescope. And this is a telescope that is located at the Vera Rubin Observatory in Chile. Vera Rubin Observatory. The resolution of the camera will be 3.2 gigapixels. And it has a weight of around 3 tons. So it is the largest digital camera ever built for astronomy. And you will be able to see a lot of beautiful stars and galaxies and all those things with the help of this camera. Understood? Indian Space Research Organization ISRO, they have collaborated with which space agency for a satellite mission called Trishna? What is the full form of Trishna? Thermal Infrared Imaging Satellite for High Resolution Natural Resource Assessment. This will help to monitor and mitigate the climate change. So this is a joint effort by ISRO and the French space agency called CNES. French space agency called CNES, right? And we will do this mission for 5 years. We will launch it in 2025. Biopharmaceutical Alliance is a new alliance that has been launched recently to build a resilient supply chain in the biopharmaceutical sector. Now, which country is not one of the members of this alliance? Is not one of the member. So the answer of this question is China. China is not a part of this alliance. So which countries? America is there, South Korea, Japan, European Union and India. So these are the 5 stakeholders. And the first meeting of this alliance was held in San Diego, which is in America. San Diego, because in San Diego recently the Bio International Convention also happened. Bio International Convention is the world's largest pharmaceutical exhibition. That also happened in San Diego. So on the sidelines of Bio International Convention, these 5 stakeholders, India, US, South Korea, Japan and European Union, they launched Biopharmaceutical Alliance. We have to make sure there is no shortage of drugs. We have to ensure a proper supply chain in the biopharmaceutical sector. A very important question. Export-Import Bank of India, they have opened their office in Africa. This is their 3rd office in Africa where they opened their office. They have opened their office in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. And this is their 3rd office. They opened their 1st office in Abidjan, capital of Ivory Coast. And they opened their 2nd office in Johannesburg, which is in South Africa. Exim Bank was established in 1982. Also, the Export-Import Bank of India, Exim Bank, has given a loan of $23.27 million to a country called Guyana. Why? Because Guyana wanted to purchase the Dornier 228 aircrafts, which are manufactured in India by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Which company has become the first ever computer chip company to hit $3 trillion in market capitalization? It is NVIDIA, which is a chip or AI chip manufacturer, main rival of the company Intel. NVIDIA has also made recently a AI chip platform known as Rubin, named after Florence Cooper Rubin, who was a great astronaut who discovered dark matter in the universe. And NVIDIA also launched their latest chip called B200, also known as Blackwell. Jensen Huang is the CEO of this company. Who has become the president of the 79th United Nations General Assembly? It is Philemon Yang, who is the former Prime Minister of Cameroon. So he is from a country, African country called Cameroon. And he was the Prime Minister of Cameroon for a long time, for 10 years, from 2009 to 2019, right? And United Nations 79 session is important, and United Nations General Assembly, they have recently declared 11th of July as the International Day of the Remembrance of the Srebrenica Genocide. Srebrenica Genocide, right? Where more than 8,000 Muslim men, they were slaughtered. They were slaughtered in the city of Srebrenica. And they have also declared 25th of May as the World Football Day and 24th of May as the International Day of Markhor. International Day of Markhor, the national animal of Pakistan. Prime Minister of Nepal, he has launched the 900 megawatt capacity Arun 3 hydropower project. Which Indian company is setting it up? Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam. Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam. This will come up in Nepal, Arun 3. So after the success of Arun 1 and Arun 2, we now have Arun 3 hydropower project. Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam will set it up, right? It will produce huge electricity, right? It will produce more than 3,900 million units of electricity every year. And it will be on which river? Arun River. Arun River is a tributary of the Koshi River in Nepal. It is a tributary of Koshi River in Nepal. It will be a gravity dam with a life of around 25 years. Which state government has decided to ramp up water conservation work in the state through the Mukhyamantri Jal Swavalamban Abhiyan version 2? It has been started by Bhajan Lal Sharma, the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. It was launched by him. So the answer is Rajasthan. How much money they will spend? 11,200 crore. This is the amount that they will spend. And what will they do? So in 20,000 villages of Rajasthan, 5 lakh water harvesting structures will be created. 5 lakh water harvesting structures will be created in 20,000 villages of Rajasthan in the next 4 years. In the next 4 years, right? And this is the part 2, because Mukhyamantri Jal Swavalamban Abhiyan was launched from Jhalawad district by that time Chief Minister in 2016. So this is the part 2 of this campaign. Who has made history as the first Indian to win a fight in the Ultimate Fighting Championship? What is her name? Her name is Pooja Tomar. Pooja Tomar. So she created history, and this fight happened in a city called Louisville. Louisville is a city in USA. Where is she from? She is from Muzaffarnagar. She is from Muzaffarnagar in UP, and she is also known as Cyclone. She has a background in karate and taekwondo. Which of the following company has launched Wisdom Next? It's a platform that aggregates multiple generative AI services into a single interface and enables the organizations to rapidly adopt next generation technologies. So, Tata Consultancy Services is the name. They have launched Wisdom Next platform recently. Wisdom Next, and Tata Consultancy Services have also partnered with IIT Bombay to launch India's first quantum diamond microchip imager. Quantum diamond microchip imager, which will improve the precision and accuracy of semiconductor chips, and it will reduce the chip failures and improve the energy efficiency of electronic devices. So that has also been done. And TCS has also opened the Human-Centric Center of Excellence in AI in Paris. Center of Excellence in Artificial Intelligence in Paris. Asir Jawahar Thomas John Singh, also known as AJT John Singh, passed away. He was a noted who? So he was a renowned wildlife biologist, and he passed away recently. He was instrumental in setting up the Kalakkad Mundanturai Tiger Reserve in Tamil Nadu, and he also served as the as a faculty in Wildlife Institute of India, which is in Dehradun. He also became the Dean of Wildlife Institute of India. He inspired an entire generation of people for wildlife conservation, and he was the recipient of Padma Shri also. Atal Innovation Mission of the Niti Aayog, they have announced the launch of Atal Innovation Mission ICDK Water Challenge version 4. It is being conducted in partnership with which country? ICDK. So this is being conducted in partnership with Denmark. ICDK means what? ICDK means Innovation Center Denmark. So this is a project on fostering innovation and sustainability. And this is a part of India-Denmark bilateral green strategic partnership that we want to solve critical water-related challenges through innovation. Prime Minister of India has authorized the release of which installment of PM Kisan scheme, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana, that benefits more than 9 crore farmers in India. So, which installment is that? Look, under this scheme, 6,000 rupees is given to the farmers every year in 3 installments. Overall, this is the 17th installment since the scheme was started. And this is a scheme which is run by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, and this scheme was launched on 24th of February 2019. Also, let me tell you, the Ministry of Agriculture, they are also running a school soil health program where 1,000 soil laboratories will be set up in 1,000 schools, one each. So this is a program called School Soil Health Program. Source Code is autobiography of which person? Source Code, My Beginnings. This is a book written by Bill Gates. Which institute, in collaboration with Center of Excellence for UAV and Drone Federation of India, they have launched UAV US Drone Acceleration and Networking UDAN program, where they will support the startups, drone startups. So this is an initiative that has been done by IIT Kanpur. IIT Kanpur will help the drone startups in India. And how they will help? So there is a center of IIT Kanpur called SIIC, right? Startup Incubation and Innovation Center of IIT Kanpur. They will give a fellowship of 3 lakh rupees to the eligible startups, and they will give a funding support of up to 10 lakh rupees to the eligible startups. This is the UDAN program. Department of Fisheries, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, and which company? They have signed MOA for implementation of the Fisheries Management Plan for the 2000 megawatt Subansiri Lower Hydroelectric Project. This is a very, very big hydroelectric project, hydropower project that is coming up in Arunachal Pradesh. It will be set up by National Hydropower Corporation. And just because this is a very large project, the fisheries, they should not be troubled. So the fisheries management will be done in the Lower Subansiri Hydropower Project. So keep that in mind. It's a very big project, one of the biggest that is coming up in Arunachal Pradesh. Subansiri is a tributary of the Brahmaputra River. It is a tributary of the Brahmaputra River. Understood? And there is one more project by NHPC in Arunachal called 2880 megawatt Dibang multipurpose hydropower project. which is coming up on the Dibang River in the lower Dibang Valley district. This will be even bigger. Capacity will be 2880 megawatt. Who among the following has become Indian Navy's first woman helicopter pilot? Her name is Anamika Rajiv. Anamika Rajiv. So she has become Indian Navy's first woman helicopter pilot. She received the prestigious Golden Wings recently at the passing out parade. Passing out parade happened in Arakkonam in Tamil Nadu. In Arakkonam. Also, there is a person called Jamyang, Lieutenant Jamyang Sewang. Lieutenant Jamyang Sewang is the first person from Ladakh, first naval officer from Ladakh to qualify as a helicopter pilot. And the passing out parade happened at the INS Rajali. Have you heard of INS Rajali? So INS Rajali is located again in Tamil Nadu. It is located in Tamil Nadu in Ranipet district in Arakkonam. Acharya NG Ranga Agriculture University, they have released MTU 1271, BPT 2846 and BPT 2841 and NLR 3238. Now these are the varieties of which crop? These are the much improved varieties of rice. Where is this agriculture university? It is located in Guntur, the tobacco city, which is in Andhra Pradesh. These are all the much improved varieties of rice, right? MTU 1271 is developed as an alternative to BPT 5201, which is known as Samba Mahsuri. We'll not go into too much detail. Basically, just remember these, these rice varieties are suitable for Andhra only, Andhra, Telangana, this region only. Sindhu Shikhar car rally was flagged off to spread awareness about the rich maritime heritage of India. Right, this car rally was organized from where to where? This car rally was organized from Delhi to Leh. Delhi to Leh to spread awareness about the rich maritime heritage of India. 40 naval personnel, they covered a distance of 3,637 km over a period of 18 days. They traveled through Indian states like Punjab, Himachal, Jammu, Kashmir, and they went to Ladakh. They interacted with the college students, school students, they interacted with NCC units which were en route, and they did it. Which state government has removed the age cap on the availing benefits under Mukhyamantri Kisan Evam Khetihar Majdoor Jeevan Suraksha Yojana by farmers, agricultural laborers and market yard laborers? So this is a scheme for farmers, agriculture laborers and market yard laborers. The answer is Haryana. Now the age cap is removed. Earlier only those who are between the age of 10 and 65, they could take the advantage. But now children below the age of 10 and farmers above the age of 65. Children below the age of 10 and farmers above the 65 age, they can also take the benefit. So what is the benefit? Well, in this scheme, financial assistance is given. Minimum is 37,500, maximum is 5 lakh. So ranging from 37,500 to 5 lakh is given to farmers, agricultural laborers and market yard laborer in case of death or disability while operating agriculture machinery. Which organization has launched Green School Quality Standard Program, which sets the minimum requirements on how to create a green school? This has been launched by UNESCO. UNESCO wants a lot of green schools to come. What is the meaning of green school? A green school simply means it should have green curriculum, that is environment curriculum. Children from a young age. So children as young as 5-year-old and till 18, when they usually pass out from the school, they should study about environment. So it should have a environment curriculum. It should talk about renewable energy. It should teach them about sustainability, about recycling. All those things should be taught in the schools. As per the Union Cabinet decision, how many additional households will be constructed under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Grameen? Now look, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana is known as housing for all. It is of two types: Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Grameen or rural and Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban. Right, both are different. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Grameen is for rural India. It is launched by the Ministry of Rural Development, and Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban comes under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Now till today, around 4.2 crore houses have been constructed under both Grameen and urban. Now they want to have 2 crore more. So 2 crore more under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Grameen and 1 crore more under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban. So total 3 crore, but 2 crore under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Grameen and 1 crore under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban. Right? So when were these schemes launched? Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Grameen was launched in 2016 by the Ministry of Rural Development, and Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban was launched earlier in 2015 by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. As per recent information, which of the following organization is set to build a new research vessel for DRDO? This is a deal of around 500 crore. So this is Garden Race Shipbuilder and Engineer, which is based in Kolkata. GRSE, which is based in Kolkata. Vidyut Rakshak, Internet of Things enabled integrated generator monitoring, protection and control system was launched by which organization? So it was launched recently by the Army Design Bureau. Army Design Bureau, which comes under the Indian Army. Basically, Vidyut Rakshak is a generator monitoring system. You know, Indian Army uses a lot of generators for producing electricity. So we should have fault prediction. You know, it should be able to do fault prediction. It should prevent fire and faults in the generator. So this is a system called Vidyut Rakshak. It will be very useful in maintaining the integrity of the generators. Sohilwa Wildlife Sanctuary will be created as a new tiger reserve. Where is it? It is located in UP. It is located in Uttar Pradesh. Now this will be the 5th tiger reserve of UP. UP already has Dudhwa Tiger Reserve, Pilibhit Tiger Reserve, Amangarh Tiger Reserve, and recently created Ranipur Tiger Reserve. So this will be the 5th tiger reserve of UP. Where is it located? It is located in Shravasti, Balrampur and Gonda, right at the Nepal border. Shravasti, Balrampur and Gonda districts of UP. East Asia Summit and ASEAN Regional Forum was organized where? It was organized in capital of Laos, that is Vientiane. The answer is option B. And ASEAN Summit will take place 2 times this year, both times in Laos. And East Asia Summit, again, it's a very important forum, East Asia Summit. East Asia Summit was set up in 2005 and all the 10 countries, ASEAN countries are a part of East Asia Summit, plus there are 8 countries more. So total 18 countries are a part of East Asia Summit. Which are these 8 countries? Australia, China, India, Japan, New Zealand, Korea, Russia, and the United States of America. According to the Container Port Performance Index by the World Bank, which port is the only Indian port in the top 20 in the world? In terms of the Container Port Performance Index, so Visakhapatnam Container Terminal Private Limited, it is a terminal which is owned by a private company called JM Baxi Ports and Logistics. It is the only in top 20. It was ranked 19th in the world. Here you can see best container port in the world is Yangshan in China. Number 2 is Salalah, which is in Oman. Number 3 is Cartagena, which is in Colombia. Visakhapatnam was at 19th position, right? And here you can see Mundra also in Gujarat at 27th position. So these are the important one. But in top 20 we have only one, which is Visakhapatnam Container Port, which is on 19th position. 19th position. Now there were other Indian ports also who did well. For example, there is a port called Pipavav in Gujarat, which was at 41st position. Then we have the Kamarajar port in Chennai, which was at 47th position. And Kattupalli port is there. Kattupalli port, which is owned by Larsen and Toubro, it is at 57th position. Prem Singh Tamang has been sworn in as the Chief Minister of which state? The answer is Sikkim. He has become Chief Minister back to back. His party is Sikkim Krantikari Morcha, and his party defeated SDF, Sikkim Democratic Front Party of Pawan Chamling badly. Like he won 31 seats out of 32. So that's a handsome victory, as handsome as it can get. And Sikkim High Court has recently become the first High Court to introduce a menstrual leave for the menstruating female employees. Which state government has announced an ambitious plan to develop the Maharana Pratap circuit with an investment of 100 crore? This will be set up by the government of Rajasthan. The answer is Rajasthan. So all the places which are connected with the life of Maharana Pratap of Mewad, he was a king of Mewad, and on 9th of June, we celebrated his 484th birth anniversary. Recently, Maharana Pratap Tourist Circuit will connect and preserve the rich history and cultural heritage of the region. They will develop these places and they will connect these places, provide good connectivity. So the places like Udaipur, Chawand, Haldi Ghati, Gogunda, Kumbalgarh, Dewad, Chapli, Chittorgarh, all of these places will be connected together. Who has become the new chief of the army in India? Manoj Pandey has been replaced by whom? By Lieutenant General Upender Dwivedi. Lieutenant General Upender Dwivedi, who has been awarded the National Academy of Agriculture Sciences Fellow Award for his outstanding research in agriculture science. Which person is that? So this is a person called Sheshu Madhav Maganti. He is from Warangal in Telangana, and he is the director of Indian Council of Agriculture Research Central Tobacco Research Institute, which is located in Rajmundry. Rajmundry is also known as Rajmahendravaram. It is located in Andhra Pradesh. And he has created many rice varieties. He's a legendary scientist. So he is the director of Central Tobacco Research Institute. And this works under Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Now, National Academy of Agriculture Science is a Government of India funded agency. It was set up in 1990 and it is supported by the Ministry of Agriculture. It is located in New Delhi. It is located in New Delhi. Recently, who among the following has won the Helibron Nakrab ATP Challenger Tennis Tournament? It was won recently by Sumit Nagal from India, and this is his 6th ATP Challenger title, right? So it was held in Germany in a place called Hillenbrunn, and he defeated Alexander Richard of Switzerland. He is now in top 80 male players in the world, right? So he is currently 77th best player of the world. Very important. Scientists from Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, they have discovered 3 craters on Mars. Now, one of the crater has been named after a town in UP. What is the name of this crater? There are 3 craters. One is been renamed as Lal crater, one is Mursan, and one is Hilsa. So the one that has been named after a town in UP is the Mursan crater. Mursan crater. Lal crater has been named after Professor Devendra Lal. Professor Devendra Lal was a great scientist. He was the director of Physical Research Laboratory from 1972 to 1983. And Mursan crater is very small. It has a 10 kilometer. It is a 10 kilometer wide crater. The Hilsa crater is named after a town Hilsa, which is located in Bihar. And the largest one among these is the Lal crater. Lal crater, right? So these 3 craters are named for different reasons, right? And all the 3 are located, and their naming has been approved by International Astronomical Union, that is headquartered in Paris. Lal crater is 65 kilometer wide. It is the largest of the 3. Now, who provided this data, this photographs and all? It was provided by Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter's instrument called Sharad. Sharad instrument of Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. This orbiter was launched by NASA. United Nations has officially declared which year as the International Year of Quantum Science and Technology? This is the year 2025. 2025. Why this year only? Because we are celebrating. So there was something known as matrix mechanics. This was the first time that quantum physics was expressed in the mathematical form. And the credit goes to 3 scientists, Heisenberg, Max Born, and Pascal Jordan. And it has been 100 years since they developed matrix mechanics. Also, Schrödinger equation, which talks about the wave function of a quantum mechanical system, also discovery has completed 100 years. So a lot of such things happened. World Quantum Day is celebrated on 14th of April. This day should be celebrated. It was proposed by Mexico in 2023 and then again by Ghana in 2024. So Mexico and Ghana countries get the credit for this, right? And 2024 is the International Year of Camelids. And 2026 is the International Year of Rangelands and Pastoralists. Right? India, in which of the following country they are doing GMX exercise? It's a maritime exercise. So we are doing it with Japan at the Yokosuka place in Japan. And Indian ship INS Shivalik will go there. INS Shivalik. We recently did Sahyok Kaijin exercise. It was done by the Coast Guard of both countries in Chennai. INS Shivalik, by the way, also went to America in Hawaii for participating in RIMPAC naval exercise. Indian Army, they have commenced a pan-India motorcycle expedition to commemorate 25th anniversary of our victory of Kargil war. That will be on Kargil Victory Day, 26th of July. What is the name? The name is Delta 5 Motorcycle Expedition. So how will it work? So there will be 3 teams of motorcyclists. Every team will have 8 members. First, they will come to Delhi from different places. One team will come from Dibrugarh to Delhi. Second team from Dwarka to Delhi. And third from Dhanushkodi, Ramanathapuram, Tamil Nadu to Delhi. From there, they will go all the way to Dras, Gun Hill, a place called Gun Hill in Dras. And they will meet all the important people en route. They will meet the Kargil war heroes, Kargil war veterans, Veer Nari. They will meet them on the way. Which country has been designated as the host country for the FIH Hockey Men's Junior World Cup, which will take place in December 2025? So India will host it. And this will be the 14th edition of the Hockey Junior World Cup, right? So we are hosting it for the 4th time, right? We are hosting it for the 4th time. We hosted it in 2013. We hosted it in 2016. 2013 it was in Delhi. 2016 in Lucknow, and 2021 in Bhubaneswar. In fact, the Lucknow one we won also. We were the winners also of that, right? So let's see if we are able to win or not. And last time it happened in 2023 in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. India won it only 2 times, 2001 in Australia and 2016 in Lucknow. Germany are the most successful team. They have won it 7 times. This will be the 14th time that will be conducted in India. 14th time overall and 4th time in India. Gas Authority of India Limited, they have planned to establish a 1500 KTA ethane cracker project with an investment of 60,000 crore where? So it will be in Sihor in Madhya Pradesh. Sihor by Maharatan company called GAIL. And let me also tell you in Sihor, the Ministry of Earth Sciences, they have set up ARTCI. This is the center, ARTCI, ARTCI. This is the first in central India. This they have set up in Sihor. Which company has launched its Lab 45 AI platform recently? This is a platform that has been launched by the company Wipro, and Wipro company was also in news because there is a company called Wipro 3D, and with the help of Wipro 3D, ISRO is making first time the 3D printed rocket engines that will be used for PSLV rockets. Ashmoleum Museum, where is it located? They have returned 16th century bronze sculpture of the Tamil saint called Tirumankai Alvar. They have returned it back to India. So this is a museum that is associated with the Oxford University, right? And he is believed to be Mr. Tirumangai Alvar, the great saint, is believed to be the last of the 12 Alvar saints of South India. So this statue was stolen and then it was put in the Ashmoleum Museum. And Chandrababu Naidu has been sworn in the Chief Minister of which state? The answer, of course, is Andhra. He has become the Chief Minister once again, and his party is called Telugu Desam Party. He took his oath in Vijayawada, and he has become the Chief Minister. So he became the Chief Minister in 2014. He became in 1995 also. He served 2 times as the Chief Minister of Undivided Andhra, back to back, from 1995 to 2000, from 2000 to 2005. Then it became in 2014, and now he is becoming in 2014 he became the Chief Minister of Divided Andhra, because in 2014 2nd of June Telangana was created, and now again his party is Telugu Desam Party. They fought the elections in coalition with Jan Sena of Pawan Kalyan. This is a party of Pawan Kalyan, and they got 164 seats, these 2 parties together. Absolutely, they demolished the elections. They won so handsomely. Which state government has planned to host the MotoGP event every year till 2029? For that, they have collaborated with 2 companies, Fair Street Sports and Dorna Sports. So what is the answer? The answer is UP government. They will host it in Buddha Circuit, which is in Noida. Buddha Circuit. MotoGP is the best motorcycle race in the entire world, right? We also have an organization called FIM, which is the official motorcycling body. So FIM is the main organization. FIM, International Motorcycle Federation, you can call it, right? MotoGP is their main event. Rajiv Taranath passed away. He was associated with which music, which instrument? Who was he? So he was a musician, and mainly he was associated with Sarod. He got the Padma Shri in 2019. He was a disciple of the great Ali Akbar Khan Ji. That was a video best in MCQs for the month of June. This is part 2 in English. I'll see you in part 3. Thank you for watching Study IQ.